Good morning and good afternoon to everyone watching this. This is kind of one of my favorite games, actually. By the way, yes, I do have music playing in the background, and that's just so you don't hear everything going on in the rest of the house. Because people talk and that kind of stuff, but, I do not fear the copyright bot of YouTube, because I have already invoked the wrath of it. But anyways, this is one of my favorite little games. It's called Rogue Adventure. It's actually pretty nice. I've gone through quite a different setup, as you can tell by me being level 6. But I've liked it so far. You start off with just the warrior class, which I'll do a run through with that. I am going to do it on normal, because starting on Inferno 2 is not a good idea. I am not very good at this, by the way, so I've just been bashing my head against the wall constantly to get to where I am. I always like to take the random skill. For those of you who don't play it normally, ooh, this is a good one. But what this is a bone staff. You get a skill that you can get every once in a while. And what this one does is whenever an enemy dies, it heals 1 hit point for every 5 cards in your deck. Now, for me, just because of how I play, I know I'm going to go on this route right over here. And the reason for that is it hits 2 of these little treasure chests. And I'll get to that once we actually get up there, but let's just start it off over here, right? So these are your enemies. You get to play little tiny cards, and you get to beat people up with them. You need to gain this armor so that you don't get hit from their damage. That's one of the fun things with the warrior is every time you play a combat card, you gain a shield. This little guy is a magic card. If you look down there, the little lightning bolt means magic. Little sword means combat. Pretty understandable, right? Now I'm going to let them go. These weird little centipede things aren't going to do anything to me because I'm a boss. God, that sounds really, really insane, doesn't it? But anyways, you can go ahead and take this little guy. I'm going to go ahead and smack him in the face a couple times. Ooh, I can get rid of him. So he dies. This thing goes off. Of course, I'm already at max health of 70, so it doesn't really heal me. But that's how it is. But yeah, I've been playing this game for a long while now. I've enjoyed it. This guy is a magic card, so he's not going to give me that extra armor. But it deals 3 damage and applies 3 weak. And what weak does is it makes them weaker so that they can't hit as hard. Which means it's a lot easier for me to block the damage. By the way, for those of you who want to know, I have Ace as the bass playing in the background. This is the second, I think. It's still the first track, but I'm going to kind of have it playing in the background just again because outside noise. No one likes to hear random noise in the background. But yeah, we'll go ahead and go through this. I have played this game for a long, long time. Knowing me and how I play, so at the end of every fight, you get to choose a reward. You get to only choose one of these. That is really staticky. You can either not get a card, and get a gem, or for me, I can get a King Neptune, which is, I like him, but he's not amazing. I can get a Lizard Guard, which is a Beastman. Beastman I actually really like, just because they build on each other. Again, there's another Beastman, Spider Queen. The more Beastman cards you play, she'll get better. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Spider Queen, just because I want to, start building up that beast deck, right? Right. All she does is apply poison. Nothing too amazing, right? But if you get enough poison on something, they'll just die. What poison does is, at the beginning of their turn, of the enemy turn, they take the damage listed down there, and then it drops by 1. Every single turn. So as you can see here, this guy's going to take 2, and this guy's going to take 3. Ready? 2 and 3. Just like that. And then they both drop. So the next turn, this guy's going to take 1, and this guy's going to take 2. Pretty understandable, right? I'm just going to murder him right off the bat. I'm going to apply some weak onto him, and then I'm going to smack him in the face. Because who doesn't like a good fat sword smacking him in the face? God, that sounds really, really wrong, but not how I meant it. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and throw some more poison on him. Now he's gonna take 4 damage. That's the power of poison. There's a reciprocal version of it called Burn, and Burn does it at the end of the turn. Now again, there's nothing in here, but I like poison. But again, it's a magic card. Magic cards aren't too great for a warrior deck, so we're just gonna drop it. Now what these things are, is these are mini bosses. Those little ones with crowns mean that it's a mini boss, right? And what you really want to do is you just want to smack this guy as hard as you can, and as fast as you can, because logic, right? I'm gonna want a bunch of armor up in there. I can't get any more armor! 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If I drop him by 1, then I might be able to survive. I'll take 1 less damage. So I'll be taking 1 point of damage here. Right, as you can see, I'm now at a perfect 69 health. It's the perfect health, right? Let's go ahead and slap some poison on him, get some armor up, and then just start smacking the boss man. Now you're going to be wondering, why am I not smacking this little guy, right? If I get him out of the way, then it's all good, right? I don't have to deal with him anymore. Now the thing is this guy's got a ability called Wolf Leather. And what it does is whenever one of these guys over here dies, he gains 5 shield, which means he can take 5 more damage that he doesn't actually take. Which is not nice for me. No, I don't like that. I like my enemies to take damage. I like them to be smashed into the ground as hard as possible. Now, this is the maximum number of enemies you can have at one time, is 3. At a later one, if we hit it, you'll see a specific one where it's goblins, right? Gobbos are fun little creatures. Ah, shucks. I'm gonna take 3 damage there. That's gonna be sad for me, but oh well. Just gonna drop to 66 health. But where was I? Oh, the goblins, right. So the gobbos, they'll have those little tiny ticker things right down there, right? And these guys are minions. So when this guy dies, they leave. So that's why I'm focusing all on him, which I don't think I explained earlier. So, yeah, now we're explaining it. Now, he's almost dead. I could literally wait it out, and he'll die, right? I could just let him die right here. I don't even have to do anything. I just end turn, and he just dies. Now, that is a Beastman, but I mean, I could apply a whole bunch of poison in combat to upgrade him. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take him. Now again, magic cards are not very good cards for this particular thing, right? Let's get a little armor up in there, and then just hit him in the face. These are little B-boys, giant wasps. I traditionally hit these guys for no reason. I'm going to daze them. Alright, get a little extra armor up and then smack him in the face. That daze actually helps out quite a bit, because that means less damage I'm taking overall. I'm pretty sure if you upgrade him, then it's daze all enemies. It would make sense, right? But yeah, this is just kind of how it goes. I might cut it a little bit short here and just throw you up a little bit farther, or I'll just leave it be and I'll just continue randomly talking about random gibberish. Right? Because we all love to listen to random gibberish. So if I do cut it, I'll be cutting it here. Okay, so assuming I didn't just cut it right there, right? That's a big if, right? You guys get to just watch me slowly beat these things to death. I might actually flip the speed up a little bit here. See if I can't. Oh, I have to move that, sorry. Fast, there we go. Okay, so hopefully that means we're gonna go a little faster here, right? Whap, whap, yeah, there we go, we're going a little faster. Poison him, smack him, smack them. So you get to listen to this song in the background while I'm at it too, you know, because that's fun times, right? So we're playing a lot of poison here. So if I scrounge out my Medusa wherever they are, right, it would be I can't look at it right now, but if I look in here, right, and when that guy pops back up, you'll see I played 12 Beastman cards, right? So it's a start, right? That's literally me just playing that one card constantly. So yeah. Doop-a-doop. Anyway you do it. You get to hear my horrible singing too. Now, Robo-Wasps are beast. I love Robo-Wasps. You will always see me, if a Robo-Wasp shows up, you will always see me take it. Because they are just broken. If an ad pops up over here, then that's kind of how it is, sadly. So I'll cut it out, so you guys don't have to watch it. Luckily, ads are not permissible right now, which is a good thing for me, right? Okay, so this is the skills, right? We're in a little merchant area. That means I can buy little things, and it's all good and dandy, and everything's good, right? So what you can do is you can go through and you can buy things, right? Assuming you have the right number of gems, or the right number of gold, right? These guys are really nice to have, so I'm going to go ahead and grab her, because that's a good one to have, because they gain shield with the more Beastmans you have. Now, Robo-Wasps are not Beastmen, they are robots, which is always a little sad for me, because I really wish they were Beastmen robots, because it's, you know, Robo-Wasp. But of course not, they aren't, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this, just because I know there's a boss later on where it's going to be insane against. Where I can just sit there and do nothing. Kind of a deal. So there's 3 Beastmen in this game, in my deck. Okay, so I'll gain 3 shield, plus an extra one, plus an extra resistance. That was a bad idea to do, but, you know, what that does is that means I gain, you gotta kidding me, I should have just ended it right there, because then I could have gotten that Robo-Wasp off, and I would have had 2 Robo-Wasps and your boss. Now we're gonna daze one of them, right, get a little armor up, and then just start smacking them. Now these little guys throw little things in here called mushroom spores. You lose 1 health, you heal 1, then it gets rid of it. Not hugely helpful for a lot of things, but, you know, that's how it is. I'm gonna go ahead and gain some shield up. It's not enough shield to save me, but it's enough shield that I don't have to really do much. Right? You're probably wondering, what is he doing? Why is he not just why did he switch attacks, right? That doesn't seem right whatsoever. And you're gonna see the reason why very, very quick. I'm just gonna get rid of those and turn. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and take 12 damage for the face, right? And I'm just gonna end turn. And the reason they died was that beautiful, beautiful little skill up there. I'm gonna take the Thorn Monk. Thorn Monks are... I love Thorn Monks. Oh, we got a secret event. So this is the Goblin Camp. The Goblin Camp is one of the very few secrets that I've found in this little game. You really gotta work on that armor, don't you? We're gonna smack him in the face and then just wait it out, right? That's a lot of static. That is a really bad stereo. I am sorry for you people who have to listen to that. And then I gain a thorn. Now what thorns do is, when I'm attacked, they deal the damage back to them, which is, you know, nice, right? Now what Robo-Wasps do is when they die, they duplicate, so they make a second one of them. Alright, so you're going to see one Robo-Wasp in here, and you'll see another Robo-Wasp in here. Handy little thing, right? That'll protect me, and then I'll just go ahead and drop that, and of course I pass through the other Robo-Wasp, which is just annoying as heck. Oh well. Go ahead and grab another Thorn, it deals 1 damage, right? Put a little bit more poison on them, duplicate it again. So now you're going to look in here and you're going to see, oh, there's 2 Robo-Wasps. And you look in here and we still got 1 Robo-Wasp in here. Right? Pretty interesting. It's what makes them insane. Because when there becomes a lot of them, they start beating the living heck out of everything. That'll give me enough armor. And that one's dead. Poison death. We're gonna go and grab some armor here. Sounds like we got someone coming, so I'm gonna pause this real quick. Okay, so, sorry about that. I thought someone was going to call for me, so I had to run off. So for those of you who hate when a song stops and starts, and somewhere completely different, I am sorry, because you were probably vibing to this, weren't you? But what it does is, there's now 4 copies, so it's dealing 8 damage and applying 4 poison, which is a little insane, right? 10 damage, 5 poison. They're now dealing, what was that, I was 6 of them, so 12 damage and 6 poison, just like that. So this is the burn effect, right? And what it does is burn take damage at the end of their turn, and then it's reduced by 1. So it's like poison in that effect, but it takes effect after. This guy I hate. I'm so happy I got that off right there. Getting that Robo-Wasp off early is great. Just because it then saves you. Alright, so then I can go ahead and drop those 2. Buff up my armor a bit. And I'm still going to be taking 9 damage, which is not fun. But that's life, right? Nothing here, so we're just going to go ahead and drop a couple of Robo-Wasps on him. Alright, 15 damage, he's dead. See how quickly that went? When you get some Robo-Wasps really going, they become insane. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab this burn. Okay, so this is the little goblin guys. Alright, you're going to see down here is Horde. There are 6 of them. There are 6 more, so there are 9 of these guys I have to beat to death. Right? Getting thorns immediately off the bat is a good idea. Applying burn is also a good idea. Getting a little bit poison on there, that's also a good idea. This guy's going to take 6 damage by the end of the turn. Alright. So he's screwed, right? Right off the bat, I don't have to worry about him. We're going to daze that one just for the fun of it. Right? Who doesn't love dazing things? We're going to go into Robo-Wasp. Gain another Thorn, gain some armor. That's enough armor to survive through this. See, these guys, they don't deal that much damage, so you can easily bypass them pretty quickly. Right, now this is the evolved form. So that means I've played now 30 Beastman cards, right? Just by using 2 cards. What it does is it applies 2 poison to all enemies per Beastman. So that means that's 8 poison across the board. These 2 are screwed. And now so is that one. Alright, or I can just go ahead and kill him. And there we go, problem solved, right? Those 2 die. I now have one extra to deal with after I deal with these 3. Right? We go ahead and just go whap whap, right? Dead, dead, dead. Nope, hold on one sec. I'm so sorry, but you guys did not witness that massacre that just happened. I kind of wish I could replay it again, but I can't, so I am sorry to all of you. Because that would have been beautiful. But this guy's dead. I got interrupted by one of my parents. She has my sister on the phone, so, you know, we gotta talk. This is the big bad boss man in this world. Okay, that's 10 damage right there. Medusa's now daze all enemies, right? That's good, right? I could just daze him. He doesn't get to do shiz without me. Okay, so sorry about that. My mom ended up walking in again because she needed help with the fireplace. And I am deeply just sorry to those people who wanted to continue listening to Aces of Base because my system broke down. So I had to switch it over. So now we have the beautiful great Green Day playing. Track 8. But yeah. So we beat the guy. I can get more thorns, which is always nice for these guys. Or I can get another poison cat, right? Beastmen are always better with more beastmen. General principle of beastmen. The more you have, the better you are. These guys are going to be simple to beat because it's like, 12 damage there. And then all I gotta do is I just gotta throw a little extra damage at them. Right? Poison! Death. Alright, I could just wait this one out because it's like, they just die. These guys are nice, but it doesn't really work well with me, so I'm just gonna keep going. So this is one of those big bad bossmen. This guy is notorious for being annoying. Yes, that'll cover me good. For a second I thought it wasn't going to. We're gonna go and throw some poison at everyone, daze everyone, just to screw with every last one of them. Get more poison on them, and just whittle them down real good. Because, see, what this guy does is he puts these things in. If it's still in your hand, you take damage. That's how it is. It's annoying as heck. Because that means you have to have armor, or you have to get rid of it, which is using up your mana, which right now I only have 3 max every single turn. God, flippy flapping. Thank gosh. Okay, so I'm only going to take 1 damage here, but I'm going to kill these things really quickly. I did not realize how quickly I was going to murder these things. And then just throw some armor up, let them all die at once. And I heal. Sorry to those who have to watch this ad, but I'm going to skip through it as fastly as possible. So now you get these 3 guys, right? Deal 3 damage to target enemy 3 times. Strength affects this card 3 times. Wow. Deal 7 damage, heal for unblocked damage dealt, exile, or deal 3 damage to everyone, poison everyone, burn everyone. That's the one that's going to work the best with my guy. Now we're at the second area, the Void. The Void is one that I actually kind of hate. I never liked the Void. The Void is annoying. But considering the amount of stuff I have over here, I'm probably going to want to go this route, at least in this first area. And then once I get up here, I can reassess, so if I want to go this way or if I want to grab the treasure chest, then I can do so, right? We're going to start off just poison everyone, right? Get them all out of the way. Get some armor up, get some additional armor up, let them all just poison themselves to death. Because this is the first round, you know, it's not that hard. I just kill them all. Now this guy's nice because it deals 3 damage for each Beastman card I gain, and I gain 1 strength. Right, that Beastmen do this kind of thing where they build on themselves, which is always handy. Start the next combo with 2 extra mana. That is handy, but autos isn't gonna work with me, so I'm gonna have them reroll all of the skills. No longer become blocked or silenced. That is very handy, but I'm gonna go ahead and look through everything else first. Your first combat card played will also apply 1 weak to a random enemy. The weak dagger is weak. First enemy that attacks you receives 9 damage, 9 weak. That's the anti-monster mine. Yes, that's how we're saying it now, monster. I think out of all these, that one's going to be the most useful, so I'm going to take that one and run off. Always get these beautiful Robo-Wasps because they are gods. We're going to go ahead and raise our max hit points, right? And because I have the extra, I can duplicate a card, right? And what you're thinking is, oh, you should duplicate a Robo-Wasp because Robo-Wasps are boss, right? Robo-Wasps are beasts, right? And that's what I'm going to do. You probably weren't expecting me to actually do it, were you? Right, now because now I have 3 of these guys. So now they're doing, off the bat, 6 damage, applying 3 poison, right? This is going to daze him, right? So I don't have to deal with the trying to save my life, right? When this gets fatal damage, it splits into 3 parts and becomes 3 people. Not all that great, right? But this guy, whew, 7 times 3, and you gain extra strength, that's 21 damage right there. Just beat him into the ground. We're going to apply some poison and some burn with that. I'm going to take some damage, but I'm okay with that because now he is screwed. Right, because I go like this, he splits into 3. Through Winged Eye, after 3 turns, this creature triples its hit points and attack. Okay. And whenever this creature takes damage, it summons a Lesser Void Essence, which is one of these little guys. So probably what we'll want to do is get rid of this guy and that. Well, we probably want to get rid of this guy first. So we're just going to throw stuff at him. Because we really need to get him out of the way first. Because if we don't, we are screwing ourselves. Okay. Get a Thorn in there. We're going to take a bit of damage here, but I'm willing to risk it to let them all burn for their sins. I'm sorry, they got really dark. We'll see what this guy's going to do is he's going to take damage, and he's going to summon another one of these guys, right? It's kind of annoying after a while because you have to kill so many of them, but it's just how it is. So we're just going to poison him, throw up another Thorn. Alright, the poison's gonna go off, he's gonna die. They're not gonna do anything because they are already waiting. We're just gonna take that guy out, and just walk away from this all. Now, this guy, as of current, would do 8 damage to all enemies, which is very handy when you're dealing with crowds. Right, when you have 3 of people all standing around doing that. You can get quite a bit of damage in, right? Right, I forgot I had that. But that, and then just gain some armor, because we need the armor. Let him die. That'll give us more armor, right? So, considering the amount of these and that we have, I'm just gonna go straight for the Merchant again. Because Merchant, at the end of combat, heal 5 hit points. That is always handy to have when you can heal, right? But I'm not taking very much damage because of the armor I have. Starting each combat, daze all enemies. That is very, very handy. You would not believe how handy that is. And, you know, I can raise my max hit points again. I can go ahead and remove a card, right? So I need to get rid of this mage. So just be gone, thought. And then we come up against this guy, right? Every time he takes damage, he spits at another guy, right? Which means if I just go like this, right? We're not dealing with a whole bunch of them, right? There's now 3 guys here. But he can't summon any more, because there can only be a max of 3. So that's where you can start to take this guy out. Because then you just let him sit there, because he can't summon anything, and he just burns alive. And then all you have to do is deal with these little tiny guys, right? Just 4 damage all around, gain some armor, deal 3 damage, 3 burn, 3 poison. Done. Right? All I have to do is deal 3 points of damage to each one. You know, and they're dead. Just like that. Gone. Dead. 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 This guy is, whenever I take damage from him, he will exile the first card in my draw pile. Which is not a good thing for me because, you know, I don't like cards disappearing. Cards disappearing is not a good thing. So I don't want to take unblocked damage from him. Looks like I won't be taking unblocked damage from him. I almost thought I was about to. Okay, deal a lot of damage. Get a lot of poison on him. He's already dazed, so there's no use to doing that. Get a thorn up just because then he takes damage. And woo, look at that poison kill him. When September ends, you all get to hear my horrible, horrible singing. And if you deny me that it's horrible, I will scream. In the next video, probably. But what this is, you know, start of combat, you gain 2 armored, right? Armored is shield is not removed at the end of the turn. Not that hugely handy, but, you know, for what it's worth, I'm just gonna gain the health and then leave. I'm gonna go beat the boss man up here, who is a evolution dude. Now, evolutions are not. I mean, I'm okay with dealing with them, but I prefer not to. Just because they're annoying. Because what it does is it dies and then it comes back better. Right? No one likes to try and kill something twice. Right, see, it's gonna die and then it comes back even better. And I have to kill this creature 3 separate times. Which is not very fun, right? We're gonna go for more poison. We're gonna take a bit of damage here, but I do not have the stuff for armor here. Wow. If we can get poison off, if we can get enough poison on him, he will die before he really becomes a threat. There we go. So that means he's gonna die. So if I'd rather get armor up than anything else. Because he's gonna die, he's gonna come back better. He's gonna come back again, right? And I'm gonna have to deal with him again. Not all that nice, right? I have to kill him another 2 times. So this time and the next time. God, fine. We're taking damage with this. Actually, we are going to take damage. We are not going to take damage because he's a dead thing. That was not very poetic of me, now was it? Gosh, I hate when those things go off like that. Anyone want to get Pocket Knights 2? It's a really cool game, I don't care about it. But you might, so... So again, we can get a Beastman. I don't really like the Beast Champion because he's just kind of a lerm. Okay, so 2 ways I can go about this. I can go the long, arduous route where I get the most stuff. But I have to go through a lot of mini-bosses to do so, right? Or I just go murder. I just go up. Right? Or I take the easier route and go. But I'm gonna go the harder route. Just because I want to. And you don't get to tell me otherwise. Murder. This is what I love about poison, because I don't really have to do anything for that. I just send out one thing and it's like instant death for most everything there. I guess these guys are notoriously annoying for me. You might hear dogs barking in the background. Yes, I have 3 dogs. Ranging from practically every size. And, you know, I love my dogs. They're adorable. That's just what it is. Apply a bunch of poison to everyone. Smack them into heaven. I'd probably want armor. Even though he's gonna die. Okay, see, now this is why I said these guys are notoriously annoying. Because what they do is when one of them dies, the other ones double their hit points. No, that one's not very good, actually. Doop doop. If it comes up with an ad, again, I'm sorry.
Want to manage your credit cards, bank accounts, and savings together? Make a better view of your money.
Just make sure to cut this part out. Okay, welcome back. Sorry about that, I probably had to cut that piece out, just because it's an ad and I don't want you guys to sit there for 30 seconds like I did. Starting to each combat apply 4 poison, that's not a bad one there. Just because it gives them poison right off the bat. Starting each combat, gain 10 shield, also not a bad one. Every time you block an enemy attack, add 1 electrostatic point. At the start of your turn, deal 1 damage to all enemies for each electrostatic point. That is very good for a set that blocks everything. I'm gonna raise, and then I don't really care about the health because I'm just gonna gain that right back. I am so sorry. I have gas. I'm gonna take him out very first because you're gonna see why. Whenever an enemy dies, it gets +3 damage, which is not very nice for me. Because that means he's gonna hit a lot harder if I kill those 2 first. No. I'm gonna block you. I am not gonna block you. I think I'm hearing my name. So I'm going to pause this here and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've got now a time limit, so that'll be fun. Oh god. Oh good, we have armor. I don't think. Oh no, we're gonna survive that armor. With that amount of armor, we're gonna survive. It's gonna give us an electrostatic point, which is gonna be nice. All right, everyone's gonna take 1 damage. If I can get rid of him now, that would be great. There, we can get rid of him. We cannot get rid of the other 2, but we're getting rid of the big bad guy. And they're all gonna die anyways. So, by the way, yes, I have played a demon deck where I used Demon Bride in conjunction with Flame Imp. Those two combined are pretty deadly together. And then I had a skill that basically every time I took damage from a card, from one of my own cards, I would gain a strength. If this comes up with an ad, I am sorry, I will cut it out. Welcome back. I restarted the disc, by the way, if you can't tell. But this is one of their most famous ones, actually. So, this is American Idiot. I love it. I'm an American. I believe it's true. But yeah. I'm just gonna beat this guy into oblivion and hope that I don't die doing so. What he does is at the end of a turn, he gains a damage and 10 max hit points. So, yeah. I'm gonna take a damage there, aren't I? And then one electrostatic, because you want to die. Ooh, I made it. Oh, just barely. Oh, like a boss. Get the thorn out of that. I mean, he's already dead, but I'm gonna daze him anyways and beat him into the ground. He's okay, but I don't really like him because I like the ones that build on each other. So yeah, Flamethrower Bot is really good if you can get a Robo-Wasp in combination with something called a Bang Bot. If this comes up with an ad, sorry, I'll cut it out. Welcome back. But as I was saying, the Bang Bot, that guy is a beast. He's basically a English language. Yes, he is an English language. I should have saved for the Robo-Wasp. Oh well, that's a little saddening, but should have looked first. But the Chimera is also good. I will have to show you the Bang Bot later on, just because I'm not going to be able to keep track of that in my brain. I am going to take the heal at the end of combat. And then I'm going to actually heal myself this time because we're going into a boss fight here. Again, another evolution dude, Demon Saurus. I have actually never seen this guy, so I do not know what he's going to do or how he's going to act. What this does is it deals 3 damage for each Beastman and applies 1 poison for each Beastman. Think Robo-Wasp, but Beastman. So he becomes a huge problem if you get a whole bunch of Beastmen. I just like plain poison. Poison will end you. Right, he's dead. I don't even have to do anything. He's just dead. And I totally forgot he evolves. And I just screwed myself so hard. That is not good. Because I just screwed myself into the ground with that one. Luckily, he's a boss. So, there is that. So that means I'm going to heal after. I'm going to heal completely after this. But that is really not good. I am so dead. Oh, well, I leveled up at least. Oh, man. I feel bad about that. Here, let me, show you what I do with my robots here. So the Bang Bots over here, they deal 6 damage, they duplicate in the exile. So, every time you play him, one will go into exile and one will go into your discard pile. Every time you play him, and he deals 6 damage. And that's basically doubling the amount of robots you have in the game. which means you're now doing, if you have him and him, right, those two together, at first you're going to do 4 burn, then 6 burn, then 8 burn, and etc. Gaining 2 burn every time you use a bang bot. And then you add in the Sentinel over here, which adds a Robohound, which is these little guys here, for each card in your exile pile, which Bangbots exile themselves. So that means you're essentially getting a Robohound, which is deal 2 damage, gain 2 shield, gain 1 mana, every single time you use a Bangbot, when you use the Sentinel. So it becomes a very broken game, and if you add a Robo-Wasps into that, it's the end for those people. Yeah, that's I'm gonna have to end it off here, so thank you. Y'all have a great day. Hit that like button. If you want to, hit that subscribe button. I understand if you don't, because everyone has a life. And I don't post very often. Yeah, but that's it. So I will see you all next time in the next beautiful video.